Are you frustrated with the hours of paperwork you do every day? Do you want a more cash-based business? This video or podcast will give you the key to eliminating over 40 hours of paperwork while streamlining your service-based business to accept automatic payments seamlessly. Hi, this is Dr. John DeWitt with SimpleChiroMarketing.com and SavingLivesThroughMarketing.com. Our office went from 100 visits a week to over 700 a week with less paperwork. If we can do it, you can too. In this episode, we're going to talk about drip education through automatic emails. Cash Practice has a phenomenal array of already templated emails you can send out and a variety of other useful items. So sit back and enjoy.
So one of the things that we use in the office, and I briefly touched on it earlier, is the drip education or the drip ed campaign, the email system, and it is unbelievably helpful, and it really helps just create a community. And for example, in our office, Dr. Bergman just finished writing a book on how to reverse fibromyalgia, and it's on Amazon and all this stuff. And we wanted to, this weekend we were offering it for free, and we wanted to be able to tell everybody, hey, it's free, go download it right now. And without the drip education and the drip ed campaign, I mean, we couldn't have done it. But with this, it was so simple. I just put a link in there, send it out to our email list, and it's done. And I mean, it's so nice to have something that simple to do.
Yeah, I'm glad you bring that up. You know, the idea of using email, obviously it's not my original idea. It's been around for a long time, a good 15 years or so. You know, I remember in practice in the mid-90s when the internet was still first starting out, nobody was, you know, email was this new thing. You had to ask people, you know, do you have an email address? You know, people didn't, you know, not everybody had one. And we started,
Yeah.
I don't, you know, people are, I don't even have a computer or, you know, whatever. And, you know, we, in my own practice, we started collecting email addresses, and long before I had our drip ed system, we would just collect those emails and be able to, you know, use our regular, you know, Outlook or whatever it was at the time to send out an email. But there was no automated campaigns or campaign management or that kind of stuff. And then there was this idea of autoresponders that kind of came out some time ago, where, you know, you could have, I remember the day where everybody was creating free reports for people to download, or let me mail you my free report, those marketing days. And that became a big thing to do with email, where you had people, instead of them calling a phone number, they would say, you know, put in their name and email or something, and it would automatically send them it would auto-respond and send them this free report. Well, we did that kind of stuff as well. And what I stumbled upon was, at the time back in those days, was that it wasn't so much sending them an autoresponder, but what was important is sending them lots of little emails over a period of time. So I came up with this idea of drip education, of dripping the education on. In fact, we trademarked the term drip education some time ago, where it's the idea of sending them, instead of a big long message or a newsletter or something of that nature, we're sending them little bits of information continuously over a long period of time. So hence the name of our system, the Drip Education Email Marketing System. And it is very simple to use. And one of the things I love about it so much is that not only can you use it by itself, we say, I just want to send a message out, or I just want to assign a campaign to a patient. You know, Johnny comes as a patient, and I want to assign him our new patient 6-week lesson plan. So that means John is going to get one email a week for 6 weeks, the first 6 weeks of care, educating him on the basics of chiropractic, you know, subluxation, the power of the body to heal, the nervous system, the master control system of the body, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And every one of my patients will get that. And that, you know, whether you signed up with me 10 years ago or today, it's pretty much the same campaign, because chiropractic hasn't changed. It's the same information you need to know today as someone did 10 years ago. So it's not like I have to continuously update that. But the other thing I love about it is you can assign campaigns associated with other things. For example, you can have someone sign up on a plan of care, and part of that plan of care is you assign them a campaign. Or you could use the virtual terminal and run a one-time payment, and when you run that one-time payment, maybe it's for a massage. You can assign a campaign associated with massage as part of that transaction. So it interacts with the other modules as well, but it's super easy to use. In addition, it comes with all kinds of campaigns and templates pre-done for you. You don't have to create them yourself, although you can create your own stuff. As you know, you can upload your own images, you know, really customize it yourself, links and all that stuff. But we have a lot of pre-made stuff in there for you to be able to just basically immediately sign up and start sending, you know, assigning campaigns from day one.
Yeah, that's like I was saying before. I mean, you've got so much information already provided, and it's just a matter of sitting down and watching the webinar or downloading the book and reading the instructions on how to do it. And I mean, it's a no-brainer. So